So today we're going to do a battle comparison between two villains from the Marvel Universe who both want to rule over the entire cosmos. But there's a key difference between them. While one of them wants to rule the universe and make it perfect, the other wants to completely destroy the universe and plunge it into eternal darkness so he can rule over an empire of shadows. And these two dangerous villains from the Marvel Universe are none other than Knull, the god of all symbiotes, and Dr. Doom, the master of both science and magic. Knull and Dr. Doom are not just some ordinary villains. They are among the most famous and powerful villains in all of Marvel. In fact, they're so powerful that nothing has ever been able to stop them from achieving what they truly desired. But if they're both this powerful and this famous, then it's only natural to ask, who is stronger? Who among these two has what it takes to defeat or even kill the other? And that's exactly what we're going to find out in today's video. We're going to compare Knull and Dr. Doom head-to-head in a full battle analysis to determine who truly is the more powerful villain in the Marvel Universe. This video is going to be epic, so make sure you watch it till the very end. And if you're watching our channel for the first time, then hit that subscribe button right now and make sure to set the bell icon to all so you never miss any of our latest uploads. First, we're going to understand their powers, because only after knowing what each of them is truly capable of can we clearly compare their battle potential. So let's begin with Dr. Doom. Dr. Doom, whose real name is Victor Von Doom, is one of Marvel's most powerful and popular villains. Speaking of physiology, he's a regular human being born in a small country called Latveria. But as he grew up, he discovered that his mother was a black magician who performed dark magic every night. She would summon demons and ask for their powers in an attempt to help her village. But one night, while performing her ritual, she tried to get powers from a powerful demon named Mephisto. Pretending to offer her power, Mephisto instead possessed her body and used her to kill many children in her tribe. In response, the villagers killed Dr. Doom's mother and eventually turned against Doom and his father too. Forced to flee, Doom and his father ran for their lives, but during their escape, his father died. Orphaned at a young age, Victor Von Doom vowed to one day avenge both his parents. But before that, he focused on completing his education. He moved to America and enrolled in a university, where he was soon recognized as a brilliant genius. Using his intellect, Doom started developing powerful gadgets. But one day, a miscalculation in one of his machines led to a terrible accident that scarred his face. As a result, he was expelled from the university. Still, Doom didn't stop there. He traveled to the mountains of Tibet, where he trained with monks and learned magic. Eventually, he fused science with sorcery and even created his iconic armor and mask, becoming the infamous Dr. Doom. When it comes to powers, Dr. Doom is incredibly formidable. He's a master of both science and mystic arts. In fact, his magical powers are on par with Doctor Strange. Doom can cast spells, create magical blasts, generate energy shields for defense, and even use telepathy and telekinesis. He can enter other people's minds, read them, and even control them. He can fly, travel through dimensions, manipulate time, and absorb or nullify others' powers. His feats in Marvel Comics are just as legendary. Dr. Doom has absorbed Silver Surfer's cosmic powers, built a time machine, killed Thanos, defeated Galactus at one point, and even calmed down the Hulk. Now that we've learned about Dr. Doom's powers, let's talk about Knull's powers and understand what exactly is the primal force and power of Knull. So when we talk about Knull, he is the god of all symbiotes. He directly or indirectly created all the symbiotes. Knull is the god of darkness, and he used to rule over the darkness even before the universe was created. That entire realm of darkness was Knull's kingdom. But when the Celestials began creating life and light in the empty universe, the darkness started to fade. This made Knull furious because the Celestials were essentially destroying his empire of darkness. So Knull tried to stop them. He warned the Celestials to stay away from his kingdom of darkness. But when the Celestials didn't listen, Knull reached into his shadow and pulled out a powerful sword. And with that sword, he decapitated one of the Celestials. Seeing this, the rest of the Celestials got terrified and fled. Knull then named the sword he created from his shadow as All Black, the Necro Sword, a weapon through which he could now create other creatures. So he did exactly that. Knull created beings known as necrolithic symbiotes, which bonded with living beings to survive. He called these creatures symbiotes. Then Knull built an entire army of them and connected them all through his hive mind. He sent his symbiotes across the universe to destroy everything and plunge all creation back into darkness, to rebuild his empire. Talking about Knull's powers, he is one of the most powerful beings in the Marvel Universe. Only a handful of characters can even stand a chance against him. Physically, Knull is extremely strong. He can perform unimaginable feats with just brute strength. In fact, in the King in Black storyline, Knull tore apart Sentry, the most powerful superhero in the Marvel Universe, with his bare hands. And as we all know, Sentry is like Marvel's version of Superman. But Knull ripped him apart as if he were made of paper. Knull's body is completely covered in symbiote armor, which makes him nearly invincible to attacks. On top of that, he has an entire symbiote army, one of the largest forces in the universe. With a single gesture, this army can wipe out planets, galaxies, even entire universes. Among his army are symbiote dragons known as Grendels. Just one Grendel is powerful enough to destroy a universe. In fact, thousands of years ago in Marvel Comics, one of them did reach Earth and wreak havoc until Thor intervened. If Thor hadn't shown up, that one Grendel could have destroyed the whole planet. As I mentioned, all of Knull's symbiotes are connected to his hive mind. This means Knull can communicate with them telepathically no matter how far they are. He can see what they see and hear what they hear. Knull is so powerful that he can not only defeat the Celestials in terms of strength, but also corrupt them using his symbiote powers and turn them into part of his army. This actually happened in the King in Black storyline, where all the Celestials were shown under Knull's control. His weapon, All Black the Necro Sword, is so powerful that Knull has used it to kill gods and dissolve their creations into darkness. Now, if we talk about his healing factor, the truth is it's nearly impossible to injure Knull in the first place. But even if someone does, Knull can heal at an extraordinary rate. You've seen in the Venom movies how quickly Eddie Brock heals, even when his organs are badly damaged, all thanks to the Venom symbiote. So imagine the healing powers of the god who created Venom. In the comics, when Knull was fighting another god, he ended up on Gore's planet. And it's because of the Necro Sword that Gore became so powerful that he began slaying all the gods in the Marvel Universe. Even Thor, who wields the mighty Thor Force and is one of the most powerful Asgardians, couldn't defeat Gore alone. To take down Gore, Thor had to summon his past, present, and future versions, including old King Thor. But even then, Gore managed to hold his ground. That should give you an idea. If a mere fragment of a weapon created by Knull can make someone that powerful, imagine how powerful Knull himself is. So now that we've explored the powers of both Doctor Doom and Knull, it's time to talk about their battle. As we already know, Doctor Doom is a human being who has mastered both science and magic. On top of that, he wears an extremely powerful armor that makes it very difficult to harm him. But here, the opponent Doctor Doom is facing isn't just anyone, it's Knull, a primordial god. Knull is so powerful that he can easily defeat the regular version of Doctor Doom. But as they say, only a god can match a god. So let's put Knull, the god of symbiotes, up against Doctor Doom's god version, God Emperor Doom. This version of Doctor Doom isn't just his most powerful form, it's a god-level character who makes even the Infinity Stones look like mere marbles. In a battle between God Emperor Doom and the primal god Knull, the clash would be absolutely massive. But in the end, God Emperor Doom would win. And that's because when Doom becomes the God Emperor, he's not just the strongest being in the Marvel Universe, he becomes the most powerful entity in the entire multiverse. That's how powerful God Emperor Doom is. When Thanos came to fight him, Doom shoved his hand inside Thanos' body and ripped out his bones. And not just that. When Black Panther came to battle him wielding all the Infinity Stones, God Emperor Doom shattered those stones like they were glass toys. But beyond all of that, God Emperor Doom possesses the power of the Beyonders. In the Marvel Universe, the Beyonders are a near-omnipotent race, each member capable of altering time, space, and even reality itself. They can kill or revive anyone, and they even have the power to destroy the entire multiverse. They can wipe out cosmic entities like the Living Tribunal, who balance the entire Marvel multiverse. And as for God Emperor Doom, he holds the powers of the entire Beyonder race, which means nothing is impossible for him. That's why in Marvel's Secret Wars storyline, when the entire multiverse was destroyed, it was God Emperor Doom who created Battleworld, a world of his own making. In this world, all the Thors from across the multiverse served in his army. Yes, every Thor acted as law enforcement in God Emperor Doom's Battleworld. On top of that, Doctor Strange, the Sorcerer Supreme, was his disciple. And Galactus and Franklin Richards, two of the most powerful beings in the Marvel Universe, were turned into guards of his world. If that wasn't enough, Doom even turned Human Torch from the Fantastic Four into the Son of Battleworld using his own powers. Yes, an actual sun that lit up the entire Battleworld. So from all of this, it's clear, God Emperor Doom can do anything. Now, if we talk about Knull, he is indeed extremely powerful. But he has one major weakness: light. That's because Knull is filled with darkness, and light can destroy that darkness. In fact, during Marvel's King in Black storyline, we saw that Knull could only be truly confronted when the God of Light entered Eddie Brock's body. And even then, to finish Knull once and for all, Eddie had to drag him into the sun, because the sun holds the ultimate source of light. That light is what destroyed Knull. So, if a battle ever took place between Knull and God Emperor Doom, then yes, Knull might trouble Doom a bit at first. But as soon as Doom learns about Knull's weakness using his knowledge and powers, it would be over. After all, if God Emperor Doom can create a sun, how long would it really take for him to destroy Knull? So from this entire battle comparison, we learn that if Dr. Doom faces Knull in his regular form, then Knull would absolutely crush him. But if it's God Emperor Doom who faces Knull, then even a primordial god like Knull wouldn't stand a chance. God Emperor Doom wins. So friends, that was our video on the battle comparison between Knull and Dr. Doom. Let me know in the comments how you like this video, and if you'd like to see a video on a similar topic, feel free to comment about that too. And if you want to watch more amazing videos from our channel, you'll find plenty on our channel. Just head over, check them out, and I'm sure you'll enjoy them. That's all for today's video. I'll see you in another amazing one. Until then, goodbye.